Oh, thank you. So there you have it. Katie, yes, you can definitely become a good actor. Yeah, thank you, Mad Song. Right, that's my laptop always on the blink. Huh. There you go. That's the right. Okay, so Katie, I do hope that helped. Um, it was going to be on YouTube, but the YouTube stopped. I've done another live stream. So if you want your reading, it will be on there. Right. So yeah, but to do that, please tap on the screen for the questions. Please follow me. I am really wanting people to follow me because I know everyone would like to, hopefully. Right, okay. So right, let's have a look at Donna. Thank you, Donna, for being here. Will you and John be in a relationship? So let's have a look at this. For Donna, will you and John be in a relationship? Right. Aha. So this is quite a lot of people who read runes don't use this is the unknown. So in the past there is no clarity. So this tells me that actually this isn't a very karmic relationship. It's like it's unknown. So anything happen within this particular meeting of two minds, bodies, and spirits. So, yeah, it's a really interesting past to have unknown. So, let's see what's presently going on. Let's see what's presently going on with Donna and John. Donna and John. Right, so, whoa. So, this is Ingaz, and Ingaz is all about the seed of hope, but it is reversed. So presently, we can see the seed has died in the water, kind of thing. It's kind of fizzled out. So this is not very fortuitous start. Doesn't mean to say it can't respark. Actually, it does look a bit like a sperm, doesn't it? But it's meant to be that way. All right. But yeah. So this it's like what you've come to understand is this particular unknown factor is known now because what all the information that has come from the past is known and it's on a negative value. So let's have a look moving forward with you and Donna. Maybe it'll change. It's obviously not a very John. Right, here we go. Right, this is for John. Oh, that's not even a rune. That's another unknown. Right. Right, here we go. So if you do want this relationship to kind of spark off, this is all about communication. So you're going to have to learn or at least try to actually communicate to John. Um, you know what it is that you actually want. So this is about communication. Zanzus, it's basically nothing else I can say about this. I don't think this is very productive, so I can't see you being in one. But at least there's communication, and at least it was the right way up. So if you can actually communicate a little bit better, but I wouldn't myself. I'm not going to put any money with you two being in a relationship. Um, huh. So that's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Okay. Hopefully that was alright. Thank you guys for the likes, follows, and the gifts. Thank you. Right, let's do Anna Writers. Will I receive the career news I want next week? My son, like the video on YouTube, please. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Right. This is for Anna. Then we will see the trainings. Right, so this is the energies moving towards that. Right, this is a reversed rune, all right? So this means that some kind of connection that you've had is kind of lost. Um, so whether the communication on CVs or whatever has been lost, then that's kind of a little bit. If you've already been to interviews, then they haven't really processed the aspect. So things have been lost. What date is it? Oh, that's all right. Is Mercury direct today? So that's a good sign because it is meant to be that. This might just mean that Mercury's gone a little bit direct and a little bit off skelter. So thank you for the gifts, guys. Do appreciate that. So at the moment, something's been delayed. So we'll see presently whether that's going to help a little bit more. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Right, let's have a look. For Anna. Shake it all about. Anna, oh, this is. Oh. Anyway, so this would have been better if it was this way, but it's come up that way. So this is not looking to the best ability in my mind. This is Tiwaz. It's normally supposed to be this way. It's a spiritual warrior of really going forwards, really going upward. So maybe you might have lost a little bit of hope about hearing about this energy. So really turn it up this way and really look at your career as moving upwards and not. So just because we don't hear something doesn't mean to say we're not valued, we're not worthy of this particular aspect. But it's not looking too dodgy about next week. Let's see, Anna, the outcome moving forward. Okay, let's see what we can get you. Right, what is this? Dum, dum, dum. Right, so this confirms right that we won't hear about career news next week. So I think they have lost kind of some of whether they've lost your CV or they haven't someone's gone off sick or whatever. This is Thoraz and this is a thorn in one side or the barrier. So it's almost like something is preventing that information from coming forward. So it doesn't mean to say you're not going to hear news. It just means at the very immediate future, it's not heard. Do you know what I mean? So unfortunately, at this moment in time, it does feel like that we're not going to hear of that. Um, to be fair, okay, sorry about that. Right, let's do Genevieve. Will Craig and I buy a house together? Right, thanks for the likes and the gifts. Do remember to follow. Thank you. Good luck, Hannah. Good luck. Stupid Mercury retrograde. Right, let's stop it so I can see the question. Right, Genevieve, flower pot. Will Craig and I buy a house together? Right, this is in the slight past. Right, so this isn't reversed, so this is a great rune for you to have. This is about a breakthrough. This is about the light of day and, all the power that can come in with this situation. So for Dagas here, it's a really good sign that you've both kind of on the same page about what you do connect with. So the breakthroughs, the good luck charms, and all the rest of it, it's there. It's the energy is in the right place. So this is a very very good start to your reading about things can really happen. Let's have a look further. Will Craig and you buy a house together? Because to be fair, let me get you in. Right. Oh, right. Okay. So, presently, this is a little bit of trouble. Even though there's a breakthrough in that, and it seems to be very good, the energy in actually doing so, like you want to, and maybe Craig does as well. There is a little bit of constraint with that particular energy. So here with EWAS, it's a very kind of aspect where it's just uh, a kind of it's not happening. Whether finances are a little bit of a trouble at the moment, or you can't find a house, or can't get a mortgage, or all those kind of reasons, it is difficult to actually invest in property in yourself because it's a long term project. So a lot of the time, people do feel about that. So as long as you both understand each other emotionally and sort all over the legal issues about buying a house together, because it's more huger than actually getting married, buying a house together. So this is what is kind of a mindset for you. But then again, we've got that breakthrough. We understand, which is good. So let's see what's going on in the future. Let's see what's the likelihood. Yeah, go on. Right, okay. So, yeah, well, this is upside down. Should be this way. So, at the moment, there is some kind of constraints with movement forward. Um, maybe, yeah. I think this is about trust for you. So, whether we trust each other, that we'll be both financially stable to invest in something like that, because it is an investment. And unless sometimes we're married in England anyway, we can get in some fairly constraints, literally, those constraints. So, this really needs to be this way for the movement to go forward. This is all about trust. So, it doesn't mean to say you don't trust Craig and Craig doesn't trust you. It might be trust in the economy, trust in other solicitors, right? Is it the right area? There's so into buying a house. So at the moment, the movement is kind of right. Okay, let's halt this. Maybe wait for a more secure situation. But I'm still extremely hopeful for you two because of this. There's a breakthrough. I think you both want to, but at the moment, there's a little bit of a holding back, and it might be for the better reason why there is that holding back. It doesn't mean to say you're together, but there is a kind of oh, let's wait kind of thing. Does that make sense? Hello, Moon Babe. Yes, this is my other page, Wendy. This is my astrology. Yes, I can do Sugar Sweetie on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, good luck. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, let me just tell you, I have a friend, and she lived together with a guy, and they weren't married, and she had to pay the mortgage because both of the names were on the mortgage from the bank. So even though she was split up with him, she still had to pay the mortgage. So yeah, it can be complicated. Right. So we have somebody. Yeah. So please follow, please like, guys. I'm going to do a reading for Sugar Sweetie. Sugar Sweetie, can you just say hi again so I know you're still in the room because YouTube's a little bit off. So Sugar Sweetie would like a general reading. Yeah. Well, there's the difficulty. I mean, my niece, she had a long term boyfriend, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. For about 8 years, she had a boyfriend. They bought a house together, and then within a month, they. So it's always, oh, unless you live with someone before you get into a house. It's always, hi, sugar sweetie. Right, let's do this. So we're doing, yeah, yeah. So here on, sorry. So here on YouTube, where your recordings are being recorded. So this is for sugar sweetie who would like a general reading. Okay. So let's see what's going on for sugar sweetie. So sugar sweetie, you do have the Anzaz um, rune, which is all about communication. So when we look at communication, it can be what we're telling ourselves, what we're telling other people, and how we communicate to each other. So, a lot of the times with this particular rune, we need to communicate clearly about what we want for ourselves. If we're telling ourselves on a negative aspect, that's what we're going to believe. So, for you, it's very much about receiving as well as giving. All right. So, that's the first rune. So, sugar sweetie. So that's going the flight past. And then sugar sweetie, you do have one Joe. It was upside down. So so when it's upside down, this means you're not giving to yourself enough. So maybe you're self-criticizing yourself or not seeing yourself as a worthy person to receive the good things in life. So really we need to have that rune that way, and then we can celebrate who we are, give ourselves what we do need in a very simplistic way. So communication to yourself is important. Don't go down the route of poverty thinking. We don't have to accept that. We can see abundance and prosperity, and we can give to, if we want to go out, we can go out, even if it's by ourselves. This is about having fun, having the pleasure in life, and not depriving ourselves of those things. So, sugar sweetie, please remember to like and follow, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Thank you for the gifts. I do appreciate it. Right, this is for sugar sweetie. So here you go, sugar sweetie. Right. So so this is way this is. So Orpheus, and how we look at this particular rune is sometimes we feel like we're just hanging around waiting, sacrificing a lot of things, and not having for you your reading, okay, sugar sweetie, is that you've got to learn to give to yourself. Really look at if you've got any kind of well-being as well as that being mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. One needs to really see that you do have value, and it is worth investing in yourself and giving to yourself a lot more. All right. So we don't have to wait. This is about needs, right? So if you need something on a higher level, that this is all about really saying I can achieve. All right. So just give yourself that, but it's what you're telling yourself within yourself that is preventing you from achieving. You're not, you're like a martyr or something. Does that make sense? She wanted a general math song, so I gave her a general. So hopefully that makes sense to you. All right, so, right, let's have a look. Right, here we are on TikTok. So, if you got a question, post your questions again because I'm not scrolling all day. Tracy, thank you for the rose. Oh, love yourself more basically and give yourself what you need. First of all, we can do a nice shower or a nice bath and go, right, okay, what can I achieve this spring? All right. So it's all about, right. Tracy would like it general. All right, let's have a look for Tracy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes, follows, and the gifts. Tracy. Right, Tracy, you too have this card or rune. Doesn't matter what way it is, that this usually works out the same way. So when we have Nautilus, this is all about our needs and wants, and sometimes we actually think that we sacrifice too much. So there's a kind of a hang around waiting for the sun to shine, basically. So a lot of the time, it is what we do sacrifice to ourselves that we get the most wisdom. So it's not a bad rune. It just means that there's a period of waiting, really having that desire, that empowerment that we need to move through these issues. All right. So also, Tracy. All righty. Aha. So this is Anzus, and this is like the elk or the deer. So this is about really telling who you are and really reaching up, so to speak, to a spiritual essence. So this is, it's almost like for you with this rune, um, not so much sacrificing, but sometimes we do have to give in to a kind of a power that is higher than ourselves. So it means that we don't know all the answers. And indeed, sometimes we do need that support from our spirit guides, angels, God, and all the rest of it. But it's how we kind of set ourselves above from our challenges within life. So this can be a really good when you really give into that essence of who you are. So this is basically for you going with the flow and really believing and trusting in yourself and the spiritual guidance that can come your way when only you are. Forward for Tracy. Right, Tracy. Right, you've got Thoraz. This is this is a good rune because this is like Thor's hammer. A lot of the times it means prevention, a barrier, and we can't get through. So if you feel like you've been trying and unsucceeding in trying to get to your destination of whatever that may be, this might mean two things. It means that you can overcome this, or there's just a barrier for some reason. So we have to look back here and think, well, what is your need? What is your spiritual need? And is that desire strong enough? So this is how you believe in yourself and kind of bring down that essence of who you are. So it's like receiving and making yourself worthy for that and not preventing it. All right. So you can use this as a strength card almost to really power and break through what you do need to break through. So don't overprotect yourself. Know that you're worthy and communicate that a little bit better for Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Hi, Georgia. Right, right. We're going to do Georgia now. Thank you for the likes and follows. Can moderators just keep saying like and follow, please? I would appreciate that. And thank you for the gifts. Thank you. I know, Georgia. Oh my goodness. Oh, just see yourself passing. Be calm. As I've told you before, be one with the car. Be one with the car. Be calm. Just think you have passed. Just think the examiner wants to pass you, and everything is working in your favour. Right, Georgia, is your manifestation working out? Right, let's look. Right. Okay. Well, I think, Georgia, what you've discussed in the past with me about you doing your whatever you called it, this is the perfect This is, yes, the energies are together. This is very much like the Two of Cups, where the connection is definitely here. So, this is an exchange of energy. So, you put enough effort, energy, visualization,